And welcome back to Star News. I'm Mark Childrey. Glad to have you here. The Family History Fair is coming up on Saturday, May the 20th. It'll be from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. It's honoring veterans in Rockingham County. Here to talk about it, Ann Fish. Everyone I know knows Ann. If not, you don't know her. You know the name because she was a reporter for many, many, many years here in the area, and she also writes some fantastic articles for the News and Record still today. Donna Adkins is here too. She's with the Family History Center at the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, located on Highway 14 between Reidsville and Eden. And we're talking about this Family History Fair coming up, and a lot of veterans from Rockingham County are still going to be there for this. One thing that really is sad is that our World War II veterans are dying out, but we still have a lot of veterans that served in other stations, you might say, other conflicts, other in the military service, and you're giving honor to them.
We have, I think, representatives from every war that we have had over the past, since World War II. I'm real proud of the fact that we have, I believe it's 4 World War II veterans, and like Mark says, they are leaving us real fast. I know that the Rockingham County Honor Guard, they're going to be there that day to do a special salute. But they had 3 funerals in one day for World War II vets. We also have several vets from the Korean conflict, and those vets usually don't like to come and talk and do anything like this, but we have several that have agreed to come. We have a father and son that are coming, Timothy Dwayne Carter and his son Kenneth Dwayne Carter. They were both in the Army. Both of them were in the 82nd Airborne. Tim, the father, was in Iraq and Somalia, and his son is an Army sergeant, or was an Army sergeant, and he did 4 tours of duty in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Wow.
Marvin Cash, many people in Eden area will know Marvin Cash. He was a Navy sonar man, and he's also a ship's mailman. And Mr. Cash was in service from 1943 to 46. Also from World War II, we're going to have Dr. Shelton Dawson. He's retired now. He was a Navy corpsman, 3rd class, when he was in service. He got in at the end of the war. John Dallas, he served from 1961 to 65 in the Air Force, and he was stationed in Japan. Mr. Dallas is trying to get some information about people that, servicemen that served in, I think it was Omaha Beach, I'm not sure, here it is, who were at D-Day or some of the battles that were thereafter. He's been trying to find something about that because he had an uncle that served in World War II. Mm-hmm. Shall I go on? And there's going to be others. Chuck Fair, who was in the Army. Neil Fair, everyone knows Chuck and Neil, I think. William Higdon, mm-hmm. World War II. Bubba Hobbs, Caldwell Hobbs, longtime mail carrier in the Reidsville area, and he was in the Air Force, and also a member of the Honor Guard in Rockingham County. Nathan Jones, Robert Casper, Ron Major, James Moore, longtime band teacher in Rockingham County, Reidsville, Robert Pankey, and Raymond Uden. I think everyone knows Mr. Uden, from a longtime merchant in the Eden area in Draper, but he was also in the Army, U.S. Army, and the Air Force Reserves. So a lot of different people are showing up for this, and what a great thing to honor our veterans. I would like to say personally, on a personal level, that I had my first real encounter with the Honor Guard, Rockingham County Honor Guard, when my father passed away. They performed military rites for my father, who was in the Army Air Corps during World War II, and it was touching. It was a beautiful salute to my dad and to our veterans. Now, let's talk for just a moment about this. 10 a.m. until 2 p.m., so there's going to be a lot going on during that day. And this is some of the video from last year. And this is where people can walk around and talk to these veterans and see some of the historical artifacts from last year. Yes. We have, we are going to have displays from the Midway, Monroe, VFW. They've got a lot of things out there. I know we're going to have a uniform from each of the services.
And we have a very special person coming to be our main speaker, and that is Dr. Herman Platt. His last duty station was as a chaplain at Arlington Cemetery, so I imagine he can tell us something. But he was in service for quite a few years. I think he went in 72 and got out in 2001.
Amazing.
And he served
What a career.
Yes, and he chose to settle here in Reedsville. He lives off of Grooms Road, has a farm there. But he's also a pastor of a church over in Greensboro. One person we did not have on your list, because he just called a couple days ago, was Mr. McBride. He was a World War II Army First Sergeant, and he served in Germany and France. Mac just got my message a couple days ago and called me, so he's going to be there too. A lot of people know Mac. He's related to, he's married to Dorothy Treadway, that used to be the Employment Security Commission director, and so the Treadways are very involved.
Let's talk to Donna Adkins. Donna, a lot of people love looking up their past and their family history. And this is something that the Family History Center at the Church of Latter-day Saints in Rockingham County on Highway 14, you've got a center there. So if people are interested in finding out about their family history.
We are open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to the public to do, if anybody wants to come and research their family tree. And even we'll be open during this time too, when we had the fair. And if they want to come in and look up some names, the Daughters of American Revolution will have a booth there. They'll help them. If you have an ancestor that was in the American Revolution, you can actually get a certificate.
Wow, nice. Now, is this only for looking up things in Rockingham County, or is this worldwide?
No, it's worldwide.
Okay.
Worldwide.
So if you want to look up your family, maybe you have family members that live up north, or you have family members that live in another part of the world. What is available to there is free, right?
Exactly.
I think that's wonderful. Yeah. Now, and you've been involved in this for a long time. We've talked about this quite a long time. I know Donna has been too. People can come in there, look up their family history, find out about their family tree. This is to really, there's a lot of online services that charge fees, but it's almost like you may find out, you may not, but I understand that the Family History Center really has some in-depth information. We
do. We have access to a lot of stuff.
All these paid sites where people have to pay, if they come into the center, they can access Ancestry.com.
Ancestry, Fold 3, which is all military records. All that's free at the church.
Nice. So this is the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints on Highway 14 in Eden. But back to the Family History Fair. I know that you were very involved in this last year. How many people would you say came through?
I think over 100.
Nice. And this doesn't cost a thing. So if you want to go out and find out, I think this is important to talk to our veterans and find out just about what they went through, whether it was during peacetime or during wartime. You are actually talking to a piece of history.
That's exactly right, Mark, and they have some fantastic stories.
And I think every veteran likes to be appreciated. They
for
like
what they
the
did.
attention.
Yeah, absolutely. And here you're going to have a father and son that you're going to be able to talk to, the father and the son, both serving in the military, both in Iraq, and one in Somalia, the other in Afghanistan. And so what an amazing way of learning what they went through. So they have something in common, but they also have different stories to tell about their other services too.
That's true.
Now, if people want to take part in this, what if there's a veteran out there, Ann, that would like to come and be a part of this? Is it too late?
No. We can, if they won't show up that morning, we're trying to have a table set up for each veteran. The veterans bring in some of their memorabilia. They might have pictures. They have, some of them brought some guns, I think, last year, didn't they, Donna? And
helmets.
On the clips, I think that they've been showing that you can see some of the displays that we had. They bring a lot of knowledge about the wars, about what goes on that we don't normally hear about. And I think that the sad thing about it is that these people are leaving us, and then it's gone. We don't have access to that information anymore. And I try to encourage young people especially, go talk to your grandparents or your relatives that have been in service, record it and talk to them and get their history now. Now another thing too, one of the things I have my granddaddy's draft card for World War II, I guess it was. I can't remember now, Mark. Don't admit how
It's
old
all
I
right.
am.
Thanks. It's easy to forget some things sometimes. So will that be a part of it? You going to bring that?
I don't know if I have time to get that.
You've got a lot going on.
I-
This takes a lot of effort to put this on. So you and Donna are very, very busy, I know. We're almost out of time, so we do want to remind everybody this will be on May the 20th. That's on a Saturday, from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. And the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, very easy to find. It's on Highway 14. It's closer to Eden than it is Reidsville, but it's between the two cities, and you're going to go out and find a lot of knowledge. A lot of great people will be there to tell you about history, their experiences as veterans, but this will also be the chance to learn more about the Family History Center at the church and how you can find out where you came from and more about your own history. And I think this is fantastic. Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us, Mark.
And Ann, I know that this was one of those situations where we've tried to get you on many, many times before. Ann has been very reluctant, but she agreed to do this because it was just so important to her to do this. And Donna, I think this is your first time on the air with us. Thanks for coming. We're
Thank
glad
you.
you're here too. You both did a great job. And so we'll be talking more about this before the date gets here. We'll be back. We got lots more coming up for you right here on Star News. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you, Mark.